Good afternoon and welcome back to the iCare Group Australia Ipswich Jets After the 80. Proudly brought to you by the Jets Leagues Club, #1 supporter of rugby league in our community. On our own today, no Blakey Murrah, just Moses Mbye. So we've got a bit to cover off on. Footy's died down, no junior league. Bit to look forward to this weekend, but we're going into a bye. So we might reach out to a few of our viewers for a bit of a few questions, for next week. We'll make it a little interactive. So if anyone out there has a few questions regarding footy, recruitment next year, junior league, send it to our social media pages, maybe on Instagram, and we'll see if we can get a few of those questions answered. Wrap up. Rockhampton trip, 28 all, high scoring game. Another away trip. I thought we're probably on the good end of a draw this time. I know if that makes sense, it's you can get those bad ends of draw where you think you probably should have won and you walk away at 1 point. I thought we're probably a little bit substandard to our standard anyway on the weekend just gone. So we came home with something. At least we didn't come home empty-handed, which can't complain about that. But some big performances. Jalen de Groot. All of our Titans blokes, they turn up each week for us, and I thought, we had quite a star-studded side, considering the amount of Titans personnel we had come back, and obviously the addition of Lachlan Ilias instilled a little bit of confidence in us. But maybe that played against us a little bit. But nonetheless, I thought Lockie was brilliant for us. He ripped in defensively, and they do say defence is an attitude, and I thought he'd come back with a brilliant attitude, considering that he has probably been a little bit disappointed with his demotion from the Gold Coast Titans NRL side down to back to us at Ipswich Jets. But as always, Jalen de Groot, another Titans bloke, outstanding. I thought he had some really key moments for us and some big plays. A little bit to unpack outside of the game. We had the QRL charge sheet came out today, had a few Ipswich Jets names on there. Looks like, obviously, depending on how we go with the judiciary, Junior Ioane's been charged with a hip drop, grade 2 hip drop tackle, which could possibly see him sidelined for up to 4 weeks, unfortunately, for Junior. And also on the injury front, Dion Taupa. Potential syndesmosis injury. Obviously we'll await some scan results and let the professionals decide on the diagnosis of the injury and how long that sidelines him for. But as everyone in the rugby league world is quite aware, syndesmosis injury could keep you out for sort of anywhere up to 6 to 8 weeks. So let's have our fingers crossed for Dion. He's obviously had a horror run of injuries last year with his shoulder and managed to battle away with that, and we hope he makes a good recovery from this one. Looking forward to the weekend though. We've got a couple more games on at least. We'll be able to dissect a few more games come early in the week next week. Probably the following actually. We'll come up and a bye this week. But we've got the BMD girls first trial of the year. Really excited to watch the girls play actually. They've obviously been going through a bit of a gruelling pre-season, as you do, and the boys there, Roger and Billy, the coaches, have been working overtime, putting together a very respectable squad in terms of experience and personnel. So they'll be no doubt looking to put their best foot forward come Saturday in the trial against Tweed Heads. If anyone's looking for some footy to watch with the Buy-in Host Plus Cup, come down to Goodna, 1:30 kickoff, and watch the BMD girls run around. So that should be good. Well, we may as well throw in a little bit of off-field entertainment. We've got to see a bit of the local nightlife out in Rockhampton after our draw up there, which was always good. Big shout out to Cocoa Brew. Cocoa Brew put on an outstanding feed for the boys after the game. I know they're one of the sponsors of the Capras up there, but they put on a big spread for the boys, kept us in recovery and kept us fed up for next week. So that'd be good. That's basically all we have to cover off on this week. Only one game. Obviously, the Junior League finished. Big round of applause for Townsville Blackhawks in our Melbourne winning the Cup. They obviously went victorious over the Wynnum Manly Seagulls. 1 point field goal win, which is massive. So huge boost of confidence for our 19s. A lot to look forward to up there in Townsville. I read somewhere there was like 14 contracted Cowboys players in that team, so probably well deserved from a perspective of the Cowboys and the Townsville Blackhawks. But we'll be back. We got Tweed Heads is our next game. Back at home, back in Goodna, which really looking forward to that. We've been on the road quite a bit this year, over the last month in particular. So really looking forward to coming back home and playing in front of you guys at Goodna, and hopefully everyone gets down there and supports us and gets behind us. We've got a really good record at Goodna at the moment, so we're looking to keep that intact. And it's massive when we hear you guys down behind the can bar there in the corporate centre cheering us on. So as always, it's been an absolute pleasure. After the 80, proudly brought to you by the Jets Leagues Club, #1 supporter of rugby league in our community. See you next week.